All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy ShottyTheBeam, and today, um, we're doing the gravity podcast again. Do you believe in gravity? Cause I do. Today we got Phil, the very good producer and artist. And first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get a little fit check. We're
I
gonna
should stand up.
Yes,
Let's-
yes, sir. Let's keep that fit though. Okay, okay. Stop playing with him. Stop playing. Okay, okay. He dripping on him though. I like the chain. Yes, sir.
Yeah, had to wear the
Stop
chain.
playing. Stop playing. Stop playing with him. All right. So now I want you to introduce to the people that don't know you already yourself and kind of like what you do.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Phil, and I go in music as Phil Ricchiardi. It's my last name, and the reason why it's weird is because I'm from Italy originally. I was born and raised there, and then I moved to Halifax, Canada, in 2017. I've been kind of always making music. I started playing the violin when I was 5, and that's when I kind of really started to get into this world. But then my violin teacher also played guitar and is a producer and stuff like that. So he kind of got me into this world, and now I mainly play guitar and produce. It's just more fun to play by yourself, I guess, to play the guitar. It's fun to play like with an orchestra or other people when you play violin, but by yourself it's a bit rough. But yeah, so yeah, I started releasing music in 2019, and before then I'd post videos on YouTube with original songs and stuff like that, but I never had the nerve to kind of really get out onto those streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and all of those until was it January 2019, I think. This one producer reached out to me, and he was like, yo, wanna work on these tracks together. And he has this independent label that I started releasing music through. And funny enough, I left this producer and label yesterday, so it's been a bit of a change.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough past couple months, but I decided to make this change and go by myself because of my past experience, and I just wanted more freedom, really.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
Yeah, what else would you like to know? I started, let's say, my kind of the kind of music that I make is, I describe it as indie pop kind of vibe. I started with a more singer-songwriter style because I used to just play guitar and sing my lyrics on top of it.
Yeah.
But lately, in the past few years, I've been trying to get more electronic sound into it and like mix it with a singer-songwriter style. Yeah, it's been working out for me. I just have fun.
That's beautiful. That's exactly how you should be taking, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think the significance to you is that, like, when you're using your first, like, just your name as your like your alias for your music? What is the significance to you with that?
Okay, so it was just Phil. But there were so many other artists that had the same name. And I had so many issues with like my music being on other Spotify profiles that weren't mine.
Oh,
What if I didn't even create a profile for me? So I just re-uploaded my first song with just Phil and then my last name. And I know it's not very easy to remember, especially if you're like English listeners, because it's not something that you can really pronounce easily. But it kind of has it means to me, like, it reminds me of what I come from, which is Italy, and I kind of wanted to keep a part of that in my name to like represent in some way, you know?
And I think for American people, like that like that spice is something that appeals to people, though. That is something that's different, because I mean, in just like music generally. Like from talking to you for like only like 10 minutes, I already think that you have a unique perspective on life, like violin. Now you're doing indie pop. Like I've never heard anything like that before. And you're from Italy too. Like that's so cool. Like that's so many things going on at once. And yet again, like you have experiences with like producers and like a label. Like a lot of people don't have like I've never had an experience in a studio. Never. I've done everything in my basement. So
But
it's like,
that's really all you need now, isn't it?
yeah, which is beautiful. And so like
I love
maybe
it.
do you think you're gonna go through like a bedroom pop kind of phase? Is that where you're trying to go maybe?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's always been kind of like that. Like all my songs have started that way, and then I just give the stems to the producer, and he just mix them and like maybe add a couple things. But yeah, I was just feeling like I wanted more freedom lately, and I just decided this change.
I think with music especially, freedom is so important because I feel like being creative in music is so essential, because then you will never, if you're just like very cookie cutter and like copy everyone else, you'll never get anywhere.
And the thing is, the big thing that made me want to make this decision was mainly the fact that I wasn't able to upload enough. Like in 3 years, I've uploaded 3 songs because of delays.
Oh wow.
Bureaucracy around that, and like problems I had with this producer and with the label. And that's just not enough if I want to kind of work on my music, right? Because if you gain momentum from one song, then like a month and a half after, if you release another song, you'll still have momentum from that one, and it'll push that one even more. But like I would gain momentum from one song, say 10,000 streams, and get like 5,000 monthly listeners, and then let it die down until I got nothing, and I gotta start over from the beginning again with a new song. That was the main thing. Like now I'm not planning on doing everything by myself. Like I do know of producers that will definitely help me with like mixing and mastering and like even ideas, because I do believe that if you mix ideas, a better project might come out.
Definitely. No,
but I definitely want to have the freedom of uploading more.
That's true.
Which I think will really help me,
Yeah, no, I think that will, because I don't know, I think I've actually experienced that same thing, because I did. Dang. So like, what do you think the correct thing to do is? So if you could have redone that, so that song that had 10,000 streams, would you drop the next song quicker then?
Well, since the next song that like I had the next song right away, because I had it even before the release of the one before, and I gave it to this producer like in February, and like to this day it's not even finished.
Damn.
Yeah, that was the main thing that I was a fan of, but I would have released it like a month and a half after. Like that would have been fine, or a month after, because it's a similar vibe. So as long as the vibe is similar, I feel like it's a good thing to upload as much as you can. Like leave a little bit of time, of course.
Dang, that's rough. That's really rough.
Yeah.
So you had to wait. Oh yeah, so you never even got it back, right?
Not yet, but I'm still gonna finish this song with him and release it through the label, and after this,
then you're free.
I'll just do it by myself. Yeah.
You're free.
Yeah.
That's
But my plan would have been to like release this one right away, and then maybe have a couple other songs similar to those, and make an EP that includes those 2 and 2 new. That's something that would work. Like I see how people do stuff like that, and I see results. I see them getting good results, so I was trying to imitate that.
Right. So with music for you, I don't know how important, because I don't know, I think I can definitely see that you care about sound and how it sounds sonically, but do you care about narrative when it comes to story, or when it comes to music?
Definitely, as in that like I try at least my best with lyrics, as in that I don't want to just throw them down like that. Like if I have a song, lyrics usually come first, at least an idea for the song comes first, and then I develop like the music behind it. because I feel like nowadays, at least, lyrics are, since music is so popularized now that it's hard to find things that are different, the importance of lyrics has increased over the years. And now, like, it's definitely something that people look for, like good lyrics that you can relate to. And it's
Definitely.
something that I care about because I want to relate to a song when I listen to it. So I definitely put a lot of effort into lyrics writing, and I do ask for help to like friends or other artists that are my friends, stuff like that.
Some good advice with writing, like try to take, like I would say, never take inspiration from other music. Try to take inspiration from other mediums, like listening or like watching movies or like looking at
Yeah, I
pictures.
do that a lot. Yeah,
That helps me a lot.
like watching I sometimes I watch like old movies and I hear a sentence that I like, and then I write it down in my notes in my phone. I'm like, oh, I could write a song about this, and then I add another sentence, and then that links to it. Just it's
True.
just a chain that follows up, and it's just I like it. I love it.
Yeah, I love writing. I think writing is really good experience and it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause I don't
Um,
know. Oh wait.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, so like I think I don't know. Do you think you have the ability to like capture energy? Like I don't know. When I've always wanted to be able to just be like look at a sunset and be like I want to make a song that sounds like this. Like do you have that ability?
In terms of melodies, I think at least for me, because like, of course, if I would look at a sunset, I'll have different emotions than somebody else, like even
Right.
slightly. But uh, for me, I think melodically, I can represent it well, like
Mm,
at least in my head, because like I don't really know what other people would
true.
picture with certain songs, but like the ones that I'm these indie vibe, like Midwest, like you said, um, I feel like those would kind of fit with that vibe, for example. But and I was kind of going for that too. Like I was thinking, like one of them, I was thinking, oh yeah, like super long straight road and like no mountains anywhere, just so flat in a sunset, and you're just driving so fast down it and like vibing so hard.
Good vibes. Good vibes. So on that, I guess, what is do you find importance in like music videos and like like the visual aspect of your music?
Definitely. I think visuals are a big part of music now. Like
Definitely.
they also, because like music is about representing like an emotion, in my opinion, an emotion or like a feeling or a situation. And visuals really help with specifying what the emotion that you want to express is, because someone else might think of a different thing while they hear the same sound that you are hearing.
True.
But with the visuals, you kind of narrow down the possibilities of that specific emotion that you want to recreate or portrait or
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know. Like, do you think like cover art as well? I feel like cover art is
Yeah.
really important.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have the chance now to collab with some very talented artists, like
Oh, yeah.
art artists and stuff like that, and I find that so fascinating how they can take, literally I just tell them the emotion that I want to express with my song, and they put it in a picture. Is so insane to me.
And I think it goes both ways, where it's like I'm sure that artist is like surprised, like if it was like the opposite, where it's like they have a
Yeah.
picture and they'd be like, now make a song that sounds like this. And if you
Everybody
if you
has
do
their
it-
own kind of
Right.
world. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's like the unique thing about it. I think that's why music is so special, like, and why people
Yeah,
think
it's so wide. It's such a wide field too, because it like takes in other fields as well. I love
Right.
it.
Also, like language, like honestly, there's not even like a language. Like some people, like a lot of American people listen to K-pop, you know, and it's like they don't even know what the hell they're saying, but they listen to
True.
it.
True.
So it's like music goes beyond language too. It just is like that
Yeah.
sound.
I never sang. This is a funny story. I never ever in my life sang in Italian. Not even when I was like a kid at like 9, 12 years old.
Uh,
And I would write dumb, bad songs, but never in Italian because some people in Italy have this pronunciation defect that
Mm.
you can't roll R's the same way.
Oh wow.
And I had that.
Oh dang.
I hated it because my whole family has it.
Oh
And
dang.
I hated it. So I never sang in Italian for that reason, which right now is kind of stupid, but I was a kid. Like
Mm.
right now, if I think about it, it's something that makes you a little different from everybody
I
else.
was gonna, yeah.
So it would be a feature to work on, but when I was a kid, I was like, no, they can't hear my R's. I don't want them to hear them. And then when I came to Canada, for some reason, speaking English made me learn how to roll R's,
Wow. What the heck?
which is so weird to
That is
me.
actually really weird. But I think you should definitely write some stuff in like Italian, because yeah, that would be a lost opportunity. I think that's like a different side.
Yeah.
That you're
I kind of want to
seeing.
try. Yeah, I have some friends in Italy that are artists and might like collab with them. And just
Definitely do that.
fun. That'd be fun.
Have you ever seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No.
Have you heard of it? It's like an anime, and I don't know. And there's like one of the seasons. It's like held in Italy.
Oh, I have to watch it then.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's actually really good. But yeah, it's off topic. But so who are some of your favorite like just artists like or musicians that you find like idols or yeah that you idolize?
Yeah. Okay, so growing up, I was listening mostly to like punk rock,
Oh wow.
like Green Day, Simple
Yes, sir.
Plan, stuff like that. And then I kind of grew out of that more into like an indie pop.
Mm.
And right now, I would say my biggest influences are definitely like Jeremy Zucker.
Well, I
If
never.
you know who that is.
I
You
think
probably heard his music, but he's not that big, but it's a very indie with electronic features, but very subtle and like I don't know how to describe it, but it's just such a fresh type of music in my opinion. And then John Bellion,
Oh yeah.
for on production wise, he's like my
He-
idol. Yeah.
He's actually amazing. Though.
Yeah.
He's really nice. Have you seen the
And-
video? Oh yeah. What are you saying?
Other artists are just not as known. Like Christian French is a huge influence on me, and it's a similar vibe to Jeremy Zucker. And then Quinn 92. Yeah, these are my main influences, I gotta say. Maybe Eden as well.
Ooh, you like Eden?
For sure. So, especially lyric wise.
Oh
Lyric
my
wise,
God.
Eden is a god.
True, you're fucking correct. That dude is amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, every time I find someone that likes Eden, I just automatically am like friends with them. Like that shit. Oof, Eden, yes sir.
Oh yeah.
I love that man for no reason. I don't even. Nah, actually for every reason. That dude is talented.
I so want to see him live. I've never had.
Oh
the
my
chance.
god. Yeah, I would love to. That would be sick. Yeah.
Right after this.
I don't know.
COVID.
I kind of like just like looking at you. I think you do give me like an Eden vibe. You kind of look like.
Must be the buzz cut.
Yeah, I was gonna say the buzz cut kind of goes with it. And I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I think musically you could get to that point, like lyrically and stuff. But it just takes work, takes effort.
Oh, it definitely does.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's. What do you think the most underrated album of all time is?
Oh my god. I don't even remember. Name of the album is. Let me pull it up. I think underrated, at least in my world, like for people, the people that I know. I don't know how underrated it actually is. It might not be, but I would say right now, When We Were Friends by the Backseat Lovers.
I guess it's
It's
underrated.
a very
to me, too.
indie, like what you were talking about, like Midwest vibes.
Yeah. You would like what's her name? Shoot, I gotta think of her name. I'm gonna check. What's her name? Oh, Mom Jeans. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
You should listen to them. I think you would like them. They have like that's like the peak mid. That's like stereotypical almost. That one's nice. They're nice. I don't know. I guess like Rex. I think Rex Orange.
Oh, definitely.
Like he's like kind of like really like a big. I think he makes really like it's like jazzy. Indie
Which I
pop.
love. Which I love.
I think you should also. I think you should start incorporating violin. Like if you can actually play violin, like.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's kind of hard because violin is an instrument that is really hard to like record well because either you're very good at it or it sounds like shit. And because you don't have keys or you don't have frets.
Right.
Even the little if your finger's a millimeter off,
it's like a half cent and it
sounds, it just sounds wrong. And
yeah,
I kind of want to try and incorporate it, maybe like fix the pitch a little bit here and there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, but I think I don't know. Yeah, no.
It would add definitely like features that are not heard as much, which is always a good thing. Like
definitely
experimenting that way is always.
Are you? So would you say you're very like is your okay with your what's like your main goal with music? What's the
definitely have fun.
True.
And that comes with experimenting for me, and like taking what I know because I heard it somewhere else and stuff like that, because I take influences from a bunch of other places and artists and then making it like my own somehow. I have a pretty high-pitched voice. Like I sing a lot of falsetto and stuff like that. So that already I feel like is a feature that makes me
unique.
I'm not gonna say unique because there's a lot of people that sing higher and better than me, but like stand out for something. Like it's one thing that kind of represents me and stuff like that. I always try and look for features that would do that for me, or when I listen to someone I try and look for features that would represent them, right, in their voice or their music or whatever. Honestly, I think
yeah, no, your voice is actually like amazing though. I think I don't know what you're talking about. I think that shit's beautiful. Like actually your Blackbirds, the Beatles, like that.
Oh yeah,
that shit was nice.
Oh yeah, that's all the reverb filter that you put on TikTok.
Oh yeah. Speaking of TikTok,
it's a whole different game. Have that on.
That's like a whole thing on TikTok too. Like there's like some weird addiction with that echo. I honestly in the mix is always so ass. Like people
it
always,
is
like, intersecting with each other. And I'm like, ooh, this is garbage. So I never used it. But like, I mean, what? You should like. I think. What do you think about TikTok like right now?
I was always very skeptical and like
true
didn't like it because, and I still think there's a lot of content on it that like I don't get. I mean, I get why it blows up, but like I don't support the reason that it does. Like it just promotes something that I'm not fond of. Just dumb, effortless stuff that moves up and like people make a living out of it, and I'm like, I mean, good for them, absolutely. I'm not saying they shouldn't. But it just, I don't know, I don't like that. But I've noticed that it's a great platform for musicians, mainly because with the algorithms that it has, it allows you to reach so many people with less effort that you would put on like on releasing a whole track. And I feel like it's a great tool to gain traction before you release a track, or you gain attention on TikTok and you direct it to your Spotify. Right. And like I've been uploading like little covers here and there, like 15-second, 20-second covers until like this week. And this week I was done classes in university and I was like, I'm gonna try doing this. I had this idea to produce a little chorus for an indie song and like show the process, like show that I was playing the guitar first and then adding the bass and then adding the drums and then showing the final product, all very like short and that keeps the attention. And it really worked. It blew up for my numbers. It absolutely blew up from making 300, 400 views on each video. I went on the first one, I made like 10,000. which is a great
Yeah.
improvement for me. And then I made another one and it made 20,000, and I made another one and it made 40,000. So
Okay.
I think I found the format that works for me.
Yes.
So that is definitely something that I'm putting a lot of effort into right now. Mainly not, I'd say my end goal is not to grow TikTok itself, but it's to gain attention to transfer onto my music. So like Spotify and stuff like that. And it's working out so far.
That's
My
really good.
streams have improved on Spotify and all. So
That's really good. I would say with TikTok though, just be careful not to get too caught up in that like format thing, because once you get it almost will become like formulaic all your music. It's like, oh, I'm gonna keep doing this just to get views and not
yeah,
the music before, you know?
yeah, true. I thought about that too. Like I was like, oh, I want to make another one, but I was like, yeah, no, actually, let me work at my real music first.
Yeah. Yeah, but TikTok is it's a really good way of just getting your music out there and like, yeah, just promoting yourself basically.
Yeah. Especially now that I have the summer off from
Oh, true.
university, I kind of want to work on my music a lot, and that includes TikTok for gaining attention.
Yeah,
For sure.
and TikTok brought us together, and I don't know.
There
I
you
just like,
go. Exactly.
and I don't know. That's gravity right there. That's gravity. It
There
just
you go.
brings us together. I don't know, and it's interesting how that works. And like I don't know, like it's almost like it's so easy for me now though. Like all I do is I just scroll. The second I see an artist, I just go to their Instagram and I DM them like, yo, you wanna let's do
I
something.
love that. I love that.
And it's I don't know, it's just so much because I think about it and like if this was like 5 years ago, I would have to like I don't even know where I could find people like that, to be honest.
Yeah, YouTube maybe, but not. It's
Yeah.
not nearly as easy to find.
Exactly.
stuff like this.
Exactly. Or like Instagram maybe too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't know why I said YouTube first. Sure.
No, but
Instagram.
I think the YouTube, like a lot of cover artists, I think you could, like, if you jump in as a producer or something, people would be like, yeah, you produce my music, please.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that's interesting. I'm very interested to see where, and I don't know, where do you think music's gonna go in the next like 5 years? Because I don't know, it's going all over the place, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of music that's coming out lately that I'm not really a fan of, is in that like the way that it comes out. As you said, like that TikTok format music, like that is
Yeah, you're right.
programmed to make views. Like it's music
Yeah.
made
To give,
like
yeah.
structured to get views, and that I'm not really a big fan of. Like think about the music first, and then if you if you do that well, then the views will come.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just the difference between intentions. I think their intention with music is very different than yours. I think yours is to be a creative and like represent yourself through the music, and their intention is I want clout, I want numbers, I want power, I
Yeah.
want success. Like that's all they care
I've seen
about.
that a lot though, so that's definitely a direction that music has been going towards,
Yeah.
in my opinion, and like what I can see.
Definitely.
And that scares me a little bit. But I'm sure like even with music taking this turn, there's still people that it's not like everyone's gonna do that now, right?
Right.
Just branching up more. There's just gonna be different ways of making music. Okay, I just had the notification from Zoom too.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That's weird. But yeah, no, I agree though with I think, but I mean, as long as people like you exist though, or people that are putting the art first, like it will be fine, I think.
I think one thing that I really hope will stay as it has been in my life at least is the fact that music, like musicians, don't monetize as much their like knowledge, as in that like I found in my experience the music community has been very open, like teaching each other what we know, helping each other out and stuff like that. That is a big part of the music community in my opinion.
Yep.
And that's one thing that I really hope is not going to change. But I've seen people that now like, oh yeah, I can give you tips on how to mix your vocals, but I'll charge you. Like I get it, you have to make a living out of it, but I don't like it.
I think there will always be people though that are like, oh, I mean, like they'll continuously make videos that teaching you how to mix your vocals and stuff. Cause I don't know, I don't think that would ever. I think there's always gonna be a market for that for free too. Like I don't think they're gonna make you pay. because people are always trying to learn production. People are always trying to learn
For
something.
sure.
They'll
Yeah,
always
that's
be.
true. The request is very high, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that I don't think you should worry about that. I think it'll be fine. Cause I mean, everything that I don't know. I do kind of make music as well, and I do everything myself as well. Like, and I think it's pretty like clean mix and stuff. So I don't know. I think I don't know. I believe that you can do anything by yourself. I don't think if anybody tells you different, I think they're wrong.
Definitely. You need barely anything now to,
Dude, yeah. All you need is
and it's great. It's
yeah,
great.
it's amazing. It's like yeah, it's like it's so portable too. Like if you moved like 4 times in like a year, like you could still make just as good music, and like it doesn't even.
Yeah, which is another reason why I left my label and producer, because they.
Is that the big thing you were talking about? Like that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, that I told you that I was going
Yeah.
through big changes these days. Yeah,
Oh.
that was it. Because it's been a bit stressful, and like I've been thinking about it for a while. And then I had this huge call yesterday with the producer, and I was telling him that I'm done.
Oh, damn.
And like he's a good producer and like a very good musician, but he's just old. And we just don't see things the same way. I'm planning, I told him that I want to be in very good terms with him, and I'm like I'm always down if he wants to do something with me to do it with me, but I don't want to be dependent on anybody. But he comes from a world like a music field in which if you're not with the label, you can't do anything, which is like 20 years ago you couldn't do like we're doing right now. Like definitely not as easily. Like to do anything, you had to be with someone that had connections, right?
True.
So it's not like I'm blaming it on him. It just our relationship wasn't working anymore. We wanted different things, and it's fine.
No, I mean always. You have to be in your best interest always. Like you can't let anybody tell you anything.
Yeah, and like holding grudges is the dumbest thing that one could do.
I agree. Because yeah, life is too short to hold grudges. No.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you? Okay, so now that you are like going to be free from this label, is all like the promotional and everything, is that up to you now, or do you have people helping?
It's always been like even with the label, they weren't even. Really
Oh wow.
No. So the only good thing that I got from the label was just releasing music for free. They weren't charging me anything, and getting mix and master for free.
That's
But
nice.
like I don't mind. I know some very good producers that I don't need a contract with, and like they'll mix and master for like $40. Mix and master a track. I can do that, and
True.
like I'm willing to pay that and like the $20 on DistroKid to and like upload more rather than not pay anything but have a track a year.
I would say distro just do well, like are you gonna do like the yearly thing on DistroKid with like $20 a year, and then you're
Yeah.
Okay, then you should be fine. I think you should be fine. I think it's just, of course, like these times will be kind of like stressful because but it's like
It's a new start, so it's stressful but exciting at the same time, right?
That's good. Yeah, I think uncomfortable is like the best thing that can happen to people. Getting uncomfortable.
True. Out of the comfort zone.
Exactly. Struggle is, and I don't know if you see this at all, but I feel like just our generation in general is like losing struggle. Struggle is like we don't have to struggle as much as like our like the older generation did, and now that will slow our development down as people, like as humans. Like that's evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution is struggle.
I agree. I totally agree.
So it's just, if anything, it's just scary.
Struggle is good.
Yeah. So it's like, but then, like now that we are aware of that, now we have to like look for the struggle. We have to like push ourselves and like be aware, like ready to struggle, because that is the only way to get like that's development. That's development.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, but I don't know. I definitely. I'm gonna write something about that now. I want to write a song about struggle. I think struggle.
I can picture that. Send me the link when you do, because I gotta hear it.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's just I don't know. I'm a very analytical person. I don't know if you are too, but like I think as a writer, you become very analytical. You look at people a different way, because that's something you could write about. Like, and I don't know. So it's like this conversation we're having now, like it definitely isn't just that inspired the struggle idea. So like, you know, it can inspire so many cool ideas just by talking to people.
Which
So,
is a thing that I love too, like about
definitely.
the whole making music. Like
Yeah.
you take inspiration like this from literally anything.
So weird. Like I remember, like some of my favorite songs I've ever made. It's like a hook I thought of when I was taking a shower, and or like.
There you go. I
some,
love
like, it's some weird, or like 3 a.m. You're just like trying to sleep, you can't sleep, and then you just like think of a great hook, and you're like, oh shit, it's like voice memos and shit.
yeah, some ideas I get like by like I'm on a bus. I got this idea once. I was thinking about like ideas for a song, like lyrics. And I was on the bus and like looking outside the window, and I just see this scene where these two people are fighting, and like the bus stops and I can overhear what they're talking about. Made a song about that. Never released, but
It sounds cool though.
I love that.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have like a bunch of like unreleased music?
I do. I always do. And then the more time goes by, the less I like it, and then I end up not releasing them.
Yeah. That's. I don't know. Do you think it's a good? I don't know. Do you think it's a good thing or bad thing?
Depends, because it's always good to put stuff out. And like it's good as in that maybe you don't want, like when you grow musically, maybe you if you put it out, you're like, oh, I wish I didn't, because now people can hear that I was bad.
Oh my god.
At
No,
the same
I don't know.
time, it's a good thing that they can see your progression.
Exactly. I agree with that, because I was talking to somebody yesterday and he was like, I took down all my old music. I was like, why did you do that?
Oh, I know.
Because like I don't know, you know who Tyler the Creator is?
Yeah.
Like, have you, like, his early album, like Goblin and all that stuff, like it's still on Spotify, and to me
It's
that
so
just
much
means
different too. Yeah.
yeah, and it's very it's not Flower Boy, it is not Igor. It's very different, and it's just like, to me it's like, oh, he is cool with the development, like he's okay with, and he knows that he's better now and he's good, so it doesn't matter what happened in the past.
Yeah, even if it's like a slightly different genre, like it still shows you growth. Like I'm like, my songs so far, there's such different vibes and genres, kind of like each one of them. I haven't like found my specific type of music that I want to do for the rest of my life yet, and I don't know if I'll ever find it. Like I was gonna say, I don't think
anybody should. I don't know, I feel like that's lame if you find your sound.
Yeah, you stop on one thing, it gets old, right? And it gets old not as in that like people will not enjoy it anymore, but like for me it will get old.
Yeah. Do you ever feel this when you like so you got a song, right, and you drop it and you schedule it for like a month before, and in between that time, like you're making a bunch of music, and then by the time that song drops, you're like, damn, that song's ass, like that song's garbage compared to what I've been making lately.
Absolutely, every time.
Dude, and I don't know, that's like happening, and I'm like, oh, it's so frustrating, because I'm like, oh, I wish because now I want to, I don't know.
Because I don't know about you, but like I'm still learning about everything, like in music. I keep learning, and then I'm done with this song, and then a month goes by, I'm like, oh shit, I could have done that, I could have done this, done this with me, and I'm like, why did I release it? But
you're right. You're 100% right. I go through the same thing. That song is so annoying. I've been making music. I just started actually during quarantine. I like started making music.
That's great. I saw a lot of people that started doing that during quarantine. That's one good thing about quarantine.
No, honestly, quarantine was like the best thing ever for me, because that was like a life-changing, I don't know, I just found myself because it was so much time just sitting with yourself. You had to like, you had no choice but to be like, all right, what do I want? Okay, so if you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would that be? What album would you listen to?
Ooh. Oh my god, this is a hard one. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I'm not prepared.
And you're not meant to be prepared, bro.
Spotify. Probably. Probably Lind by Jeremy Zucker. It's his latest album that came out last year. Yeah, 2020.
I'm gonna listen to that, man. What is it? Jeremy Zucker?
Great. Jeremy Zucker, yeah.
Alright, I'll check him out after this.
I'm just in love with his voice and his production style, and just the detail that he works on is great.
Yeah. I feel that same way with like Tyler and Kanye, because those dudes are just insane to me.
I feel like as like musicians and producers, we also like notice like a lot of small details that maybe
Yeah.
other people won't notice, and like I
Yeah.
fall in love with those things.
I
Like
know.
I love them. I'm like, I think like, how did you make that? How did you make that sound? And I get onto my computer. I'm like, I need to make that sound. Let me see how I can do it. And that's part of my learning process as well.
Facts. That's actually, yeah, no, I actually very much agree with that. So, kind of on that topic, what do you think makes something great? What do you think, like an album or something like that? What makes that so special compared to something that you've made?
Okay, an album, I'd say how every track links to each other. That's one thing I really look up to. Like, I find it like when I think of it, I think it's so hard to link every track, both like with the story behind it as well as like the production and the type of music. It would be hard for me right now. Like, I never even tried, but I feel like it would be hard. Whereas for a single, I'd say definitely those little details that I talked about, like the little production details, those really make an impression for me. A very important thing for me in tracks is to leave space. What I find myself to do very often is to fill the track too much, like keep putting stuff on top of each other. And I feel like whenever I get the idea to actually let me take everything out and just leave these two things, like just leave a lot of space, a lot of room in the mix, that really catches my attention whenever I hear it in other songs and when I am able to do it. So that's definitely a big part of a good single for me.
So that's like your best, like would you say your best music comes from that kind of thing where it's like just simple?
Not like everything, but like if there's a part in the song where you kind of change it all up and like take everything out and like it changes completely, that is something I look for in my music. Like in a song that I've been working on with this other producer friend of mine that we made, the bridge is in a different, well, same key, but it's a different rhythm. And it goes from like electronic bouncy John Bellion Dilla type style.
Dilla, yes.
Yeah, very like catchy and draggy, that like drags you out and you're like and it goes to this like very, I'd say, indie, just a guitar with like sounds of like birds and stuff in the back and like huge reverb on the voice. And then it goes back to that jumpy,
I think, dude, bridges are like so important to me. I think they're the most underrated part of because that's where you just show off. I think you just go crazy.
And they're so fun.
Oh
because you can just do something completely different.
Exactly. Yeah, I love doing like, my favorite thing to do is just like put beat switches in my shit like randomly, just like because for me, whenever I would listen to music and a beat switch happens, I'll be like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. So
that's what I want to make with my shit, at least. Like, just
a thing that I want to do that I've never tried, but I really want to do in a song of mine is like when the bridge comes, I change the key. So like I make
you should.
A transition from the key that I am. I put like a chord in the middle and then transitions to another key, and then for the last chorus, like after the bridge, it keeps that different key, or even it changes again, stuff like that.
True.
I love that so much.
I never even thought about that. That's a good idea.
That comes to me from listening to a lot of Motown when I was younger.
Or I don't know if you've listened to Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
But that man is different. Oh, like that. That's different. Like that production, and I don't know, just like the amount of key changes that man has is just crazy. I love it. I love that man's stuff. I don't even know why. Like it's soul music and it doesn't like really hit my demographic, but just the production alone is addicting. Like I would listen to it forever.
Yeah, I love that. So creative.
I know. Yeah, that stuff's crazy. I don't know. So where do you think you'll be in the next 5 years? Where do you think?
Ooh, 5 years. That's a long time. I don't know where I'll be next week. I don't know about 5 years.
Is there any like goals or anything you have though you want to have done by 5 years?
Okay, so I'm in university right now. I study neuroscience. So I definitely plan on graduating. Like even like in the slight chance that my music might blow up, I still want to graduate because I don't want to throw away the education that I had. Like I want to take it to an end. When I have a thing, I just can't leave it there unfinished. I have to finish it. And so yeah, that for sure. And music wise, I'm hoping to just keep growing. I don't have a specific goal. I would love to get contacts, as in that, like, get in contact with other artists that I look up to.
Definitely.
Like, not like very extremely famous ones, but like people that are still bigger than me. And like my dream would be like opening for someone like on tour. If someone goes on tour and like they ask me to go with them on tour and open for them, that'd be just the dream. Because
yes, sir.
After that, I'm like, I can die happy. I'm good.
I know. I want to perform so bad, but like.
Oh, me too. I just want COVID to end.
I know.
I've been trying to figure out like different ways to perform now, like live streams and stuff like that. And like, oh, hear me out. We had this idea. I want to release a little EP in the summer, and me and my friends want to do like a release party and concert. But since COVID and everything, we'll make like a Minecraft server and do the release party in Minecraft. And like you make a Discord server and you like invite people over, and in that specific time period, they get into this Minecraft server and like you play the tracks for the first time.
Dude, that's actually a really good idea.
Like you can come up with other different ideas and like little things to make it cheeky and
yes, creativity. I fuck with that. That's so funny. You should definitely, you should do that for sure.
And the idea came from like, who was it that made the concert on Fortnite or something?
Oh, like Travis?
Oh my god, yes. From that stuff, just coming up with stuff like that. I feel like that has to be a part of, because like COVID has kind of become, it's sad to say that, but it's part of our lives now, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
So definitely.
Rather than just complaining, I kind of want to
adapt,
come up with something new, right? Like, why not?
But like, so I guess the worry though with that though, it's like if you feel that like that need with, then there's no reason for performance anymore, right? Like concerts never need to happen if we feel that.
No, it's not like a black and white situation. It's like to an extent, of course.
That's true.
To an extent, I want to come up with new stuff and like weird ways to do things while this situation settles. But at the same time, I want the situation to settle and I want to play live. Like that is a feeling that cannot be replaced. I've played live like when I was a kid, like little school concerts and stuff like that, and just the feeling of it is great.
True. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's funny. I don't know, because also like I don't know if you've noticed this with like movies, like in the theater, like not as many people have to go to theaters anymore. But like, that feeling for me, I love going to theaters because I find like I just remember the movie more and then it's like I don't know, and I've just had such like nice and fond memories in movie theaters. They
bring throwbacks for sure.
Exactly. So then it's like I don't know.
This gave me such a cool lyrics idea. Oh my god.
Wait, which one? What is it?
Like something like saying like, like it's not the same thing, and like that things are not the same anymore. So you link that to the watching Netflix is not the same thing as going to the theater, and you make like a kind of metaphor like that. I don't know. I can't explain it, but
No.
I promise I'll write something about that.
Okay, then you gotta send me that. I gotta hear. All right, we're gonna wrap this up soon. All right, I got 2 more things. So, in this world, this grand world of musical artists, what do you think, Phil, makes you unique?
The fact that I have an Italian accent when I sing in English. Don't know any other artists that do. I mean, I know it's not like a very strong accent, but I still do, and I recognize it, and I'm not mad about it, because it's who I am, really.
Yeah.
What else? I'm extremely short. I'm like 5'6".
Yes,
so
sir.
So yeah.
I love short kings.
If I ever play live, the stage has to be elevated if they want to see me.
Hey, I think short dudes can just pull off clothing better than tall people. So.
I mean, you can wear kids' clothing and like it's really different. So you can come up with some weird fits.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, music-wise, I haven't really found something that makes me like stand out more than like stand out from everyone. Like, but I do want to find it. I'm still looking. I think I'm still young. I'm 20, and in the world of music, I have time. Like I'm in no rush to find my music, right?
Yeah, no, I think
vibing along with the ride.
Exactly. Yeah. No, maybe that's the 5-year plan to figure out.
There you go.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think that's like another thing that's very stigmatized with the music, at least, or just like making content generally. I think that you have to be successful by your 21, but like I don't know, I know like Kanye West dropped his first album when he was like 27, so it's like
exactly, and
like, it's different for everybody.
Successful.
Yeah, nothing to worry about, I don't think. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Anything you want to promote to the people that are watching this, or anything going on with you that
like I said, I had this rough period of time in which I didn't really have the ability to like prepare for a release, but I have this song that this producer will finish, and then it'll be out in about a month. So I'd say if you follow me on social media, you'll know when it comes out.
Hey, you gotta follow him. You'll figure it out then. All right, sounds good, my guy. Thank you so much for being on the Gravity Podcast. It means a lot.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Yes, thank you.